aggressive. And they're fast. Oh, there's so many of them. I just barely got away that time. But I don't know if I will next time. Oh, listeners, please stay safe. Oh, whatever happens, stay out of sight. Oh, look out, here they come again. No, I can't get away, here they come.
Papa!
You found me. What is it?
It's time for the next podcast.
Oh, great. I'm glad you hunted me down. What's it about?
You'll have to find out after the theme song.
Listeners, last time you had a mystery sound. Now it's time to reveal the next animal. Children, please tell our listeners what animal we will be featuring today.
Komodo dragons.
Komodo dragons are large lizards with long tails, thick necks, and stocky, sturdy legs. Their tongues are yellow and forked, which means they split at the end. They are gray with large scales. Komodos have strong jaws, and with their strong muscles, they can swallow large pieces of meat quickly, kind of like some people I know. Their stomachs also expand easily. Expand easily means that they get larger. So they can eat about 3/4 of their own weight in a single meal. That's ridiculous. So if you weigh 60 pounds, that's like eating 45 pounds for supper. That's about the weight of 15 large cheese pizzas. Can you imagine the stares you would get from your family if you ate that much? Mom, Billy's eating like a Komodo dragon again. But if they're threatened, that means that they may be in danger. They can throw up everything they just ate so that they weigh less to run away faster.
Mom, Billy just threw it all up. Ugh.
Komodos are the largest lizards in the world, usually weighing about as much as an adult human, but the largest recorded specimen was over 100 feet long. Do you think that's true? Nope, not at all. That would be larger than a blue whale. That's not true. But the largest recorded specimen really was over 10 feet long, and it weighed more than 360 pounds. So that's over 3 meters long and 160 kilograms approximately. Komodos live in Indonesian islands, with the main island being called Komodo. Surprise, surprise. Their range on the islands is anywhere from the beach, including swimming in the water, to the tops of the ridges on the islands. They have no problem swimming. They seem to be very excellent swimmers. You may be wondering, what do they eat? It's not cheese pizza. It's not tacos. They eat almost any kind of meat. They are scavengers, so they are willing to eat something that is already dead.
Ooh.
They stalk animals, which means they creep up on them really silently. They'll eat anything from small rodents to large water buffalo. And they can be cannibalistic, which means they're willing to eat their own kind. They can run 10 to 13 miles per hour, and that's about 16 to 20 kilometers per hour. But how they hunt is a little surprising. One is waiting quietly along the side of the trail now. They can lie almost entirely motionless for hours, if necessary. Here comes something along the path. It looks like a boar, but the Komodo hasn't seen it yet. And really, she doesn't need to. She sticks out her long, forked tongue into the air, then moves her tongue to the roof of her mouth. There, chemical analyzers determine what the prey is by recognizing molecules in the air. In this case, it's a boar, a wild pig. If the molecules are denser on the left tip of the forked tongue, then the animal is approaching from the left. She locks onto the prey. The boar is unaware of what's waiting in the bushes. The moment is almost right. Now! There is a burst of movement from the side of the trail. The Komodo rushes out onto the boar. If she can get a bite in, it's game over for the boar. It's all over. The boar got away. Most attempts to bring down prey end in this way, with the prey getting away. All the Komodo needs is a bite into the prey, and it will have a meal. That's because they have bacteria and venom in their saliva that kill the prey within a few days. After the injured animal dies, Komodos sniff out the dead animal with their strong sense of smell. Actually, their powerful sniffer is its greatest hunting sense. They don't see especially well in the dark, hear even less than we humans do, and most of all, they can't afford to eat out at any restaurants. But there will be more opportunities. So they must rely on their sense of smell. But there will be more opportunities. Komodos can smell carrion, or decaying animals, up to 2.5 miles away, or 4 kilometers. And they have their deadliest weapon, their large, serrated teeth. Serrated means jagged. In their teeth, they hold bits of meat from previous meals because they don't brush and floss like their parents asked them to, and that means bacteria. Up to 50 different strains of bacteria.
Ooh.
Not only that, but they do have a venom gland in their lower jaw. Komodos' bites are deadly to other animals, but interestingly, not to other Komodos. And why is that? I don't really know. Scientists are studying Komodos' blood to find out why. There's still a lot to learn in this world. I mentioned that Komodo dragons are cannibals. That means they eat their own kind. Imagine you're a young Komodo dragon. You're just a little Komodo baby in a big Komodo dragon world. You soon find out that the adults aren't going to take care of you. In fact, the older you get, the more they look at you with
hungry eyes.
What's a Komodo dragon to do if the parents want to eat you? Well, roll in some fecal matter to smell like something nasty.
Sounds like my dog.
What's fecal matter, you ask? That's a nice way of saying poop. So they roll around in poop to smell bad, so bad that the adults don't want to eat them. Yeah, it's a glamorous life as a young Komodo dragon. Well, we have a mystery animal for the next episode. It's hard to have a mystery sound of an animal that lives in the ocean. There's a hint. It lives in the ocean. So instead, I'll give you a riddle. This is a fish, if you wish. Or maybe it's not. What you thought. Ribbon and shine. In the deep dive. Find out the fact from Moosejaw Matt. Well, we're a little overdue for some birthdays. I'd like to say happy birthday to Jason V and Burlington V. That's V for Vermont. Happy birthday, Jason, and thank you for supporting the podcast. And I'd also like to say happy birthday to Emaru. Thank you for supporting the podcast. And finally, happy birthday to Tom the Rock Stone in Pennsylvania. I appreciate your support of the podcast as well. Listeners, you too can support the podcast and get a birthday shout out. Go to moosejawmatt.com to find out more. Visit patreon.com and search for Nature and Science for Kids, or look in the episode notes for a link to find out more about how you can support this podcast. I'm Moosejaw Matt. Until next time, keep exploring your world.